Hello folks, friends and movie lovers, welcome back to the channel, to the latest instalment of the Movies in Review and third instalment in Let's Talk About Quiet Places. Today we will be looking at the third instalment of the Quiet Place franchise, A Quiet Place Day 1, the third instalment in the A Quiet Place series and prequel to A Quiet Place 1. It has done one big thing that I anticipated, and that's go into more detail about the immediate aftermath of the alien invasion. Taking the form of perceived meteors falling to Earth from before aliens quickly overwhelmed the Earth, killing all who stood in their way, and seemingly made a noise, it gave off the strongest vibes yet of The War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells. I can't help wonder how much of an inspiration and influence has come from the author and this novel. It was great to review the beginning of the invasion from a different viewpoint other than that presented by A Quiet Place 2. The focus of A Quiet Place 2 was the Abbott family, therefore presented life immediately before and the beginning of the invasion quite narrowly. Presenting it from a new perspective helped to expand this out, and I think was probably needed for this to fit in perfectly with the franchise, considering the contributions made by A Quiet Place 1 and A Quiet Place 2. If I am honest, I don't think that there are too many places to go with a prequel, and this was really the only natural development, was to expand it right in the very beginning of the invasion. Given the trend of origin stories and installments and spin-offs to the main series, I'm not too sure how that would work, or even if it could work on this occasion. One possibility could be to create some sort of premise for the invasion to look at the origins of the aliens, put them in a scenario whether they perhaps feel antagonized by the people of Earth. Perhaps one fell to Earth by accident, is discovered and kept in a holding cell for tests and observations, which gets perceived as being held hostage to facilitate cruel and unusual experiments to take place, therefore giving a rallying cry for the aliens to begin an invasion of Earth. It's just a suggestion. It's just an idea, and if anyone from the team that works on the Quiet Place movies happens to find and be listening to this video at some point, you're welcome for the suggestion and the idea. That would seem to be a way of explaining the origins of the aliens. However, I'm not so sure how plausible it would be as an idea, or how viable it would be to put into practice. I am aware that there are plans for A Quiet Place 3, which will be exciting to see how that progresses the story further. For now, A Quiet Place Day 1 was a great addition because we got a glimmer of life leading up to the invasion itself, and a period of adjustment in the wake of the invasion, learning to live with the constant threat of the aliens. The saying, "It's life, Jim, but not as we know it," comes into mind. I wondered how much of an appeal there would be to sci-fi fans, given that we are talking about creatures that are extraterrestrial in origin. Thinking of the parallels with Star Trek, there are at least 2 series within that franchise that saw invasions by alien species. Deep Space Nine saw the invasion and war with the Dominion, and Enterprise saw conflicts with the Suliban, and later the Xindi in a war orchestrated by the Sphere Builders invading from a different realm. I guess a good thing would be to highlight the references to other movies and the other stories that have come up in discussing the A Quiet Place series, of which A Quiet Place Day 1 has contributed to this. It was a great movie, and is the perfect fit for the franchise. Unless they plan to do an Origins type story similar to the one I imagined earlier, or to explore the backstories of our protagonists, which I'm not necessarily so sure would be appropriate to do on this occasion, or be a good fit for the franchise, I can't see that they could take it any further in terms of prequels. However, in terms of sequels, I understand that there are plans for A Quiet Place 3, which currently is scheduled to be released in 2025. Alright folks, that's all I have for this one. Thank you for listening to the end. I will probably do one more instalment for this, just to try and sum everything up, so keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for the other reactions and reviews coming soon. Please remember, if you haven't done so already, hit the like and subscribe buttons and click the bell icon for notifications and updates when more reactions and reviews are uploaded. My name is Simon and this is the Movies in Review. Thank you for listening.